She's a killer, all right.
Are you a big player?
Well, I haven't had anybody fall asleep on me.
The lady happens to be private property.
Captain, the only way we're going to break this is if we get someone to start mistrusting somebody.
Lloyd, this is Cynthia. I do need your help.
How can we nail her?
What are you doing here? What's going on?
She's dead?
That's insane. Illegal and insane.
What a team, huh, McCall?
Works for me.
Good morning, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. The keys are in it?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, everything's taken care of. On behalf of the Bel Air Rolls-Royce Motor Company, I hope you and Mrs. Flagg will accept this case of champagne to toast your superb decision.
Oh, thank you, Roger.
I'm sure your wife will be very pleased.
Oh, as you know, it's her birthday. It's a surprise. Ginger! Ginger, darling! Ginger!
Your stepmother and your father quarrel frequently?
Well, since I wasn't living home at the time, I can't be certain, but there was one time when I visited that she threatened him with a fireplace poker.
It's not true.
You're up next, McCall. And look out for Ginger's attorney. He goes right for the jugular.
Just like his client, huh?
That sweet little thing?
That sweet little thing probably planned to put a bullet in Flagg's head the day she married him.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably worth it to the old guy, you know. I mean, he's old enough to be her father. She recalibrates his pistons for him, and then,
Lady McCall?
Well, no, sir. I didn't see her reach for the evidence, for the gun, until it was too late.
Too late? For what?
Well, too late for getting her fingerprints on it. Even so, her fingerprints were the only ones on it.
Now, isn't it possible that the fingerprints of the individual who actually shot Mr. Flagg were obliterated by Mrs. Flagg's handling of the gun?
I guess it's possible, yeah, but I'm
Isn't
not...
it also possible that your entire investigation was as slipshod as your handling of the evidence?
look on the bright side, McCall. Slipshod investigations are a thing of the past here. You're now partnered with dot your I's and cross your T's, Hunter.
It's a good idea, Hunter. Why don't you start dotting the I's and crossing the T's on this stack of triplicates?
Captain, Commander Hoyt's on the phone for you, returning your call.
Hey, McCall, remember the time I helped you with your fan belt on the freeway?
Forget about it. You already used that one.
I did?
Why is that woman smiling?
Because attempted murder buys her 15 years into slam ring. With good behavior, she'll be out 6.
She's gonna get off, though, isn't she?
Look at it this way. Either way, she's a hell of a lot better off than her old man. You know, I think we ought to get back to the courthouse and check up on that jury.
The clerk will read the verdict.
We, the jury in the case pending before this court, find the defendant, Mrs. Ralph G. Flagg, not guilty.
Don't feel sad. I have an idea we're going to get a second shot at Miss Ginger Flagg.
How do you figure that?
Well, statistically, 71% of all unjailed murderers are involved in a second capital crime.
That sounds like Crime Stoppers library. Where'd you read that?
I didn't read it, I lived it. I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Can't. Either can you. You got 9 hours of triplicates for Captain America, remember?
Thanks for reminding me.
Normal blood flow, left carotid.
That's my husband in there. Now let me in. Please move.
What's the problem, Mrs. Flagg?
I want to see my husband, and this man will not let me pass.
Well, you should have. You can see him anytime you like, as long as someone else is in the room.
I've been found not guilty. I have all my rights back, and I intend being with my husband day and night, whether there's anyone in there or not.
Oh, no, you won't, Doctor. You can't let this slut in there.
Oh, Cynthia! Hey, little cat!
Assault and battery's not going to handle anything, all right, Cynthia? To cool out.
If anything happens to my father, I'll sue every last one of you.
Now, Mrs. Flagg, as long as your husband is in this hospital, we set the rules. Ralph will not be left alone with you or anyone else.
I love him, and I could help. If you'd only give me half a chance.
There's a nurse with him now. Why don't you go in?
How much longer do you think he's going to stay like that?
Well, I've been Ralph Flagg's physician for over 30 years. He's healthy and strong, and I don't think he's going to stay like that.
But the specialists say it's irreversible.
Well, they said it was irreversible, but they're having second thoughts.
Any witnesses?
Not till she bottomed out. Almost hit the guy over there.
Is that her purse?
Yes.
She's super rich, she's beautiful, and she just got acquitted. Now, does that add up to suicide to you?
Well, Carl, let's look at the dark side here. She's a social outcast, her husband's in a coma, and the whole world thinks she got off scot-free.
Most women's suicides use pills. Now, Ginger's stock and trade was her looks. If you think she committed suicide, I got a cotton mine I'd like to sell you.
She had her coat on, right? Now, either she flew over this railing or someone tossed her high and wide.
Decided to agree with me, huh?
Well, it's obvious you cannot jump over this railing with her coat on and not touch it.
You know what else, Hunter?
What?
If I was going to take a 14-story dive, I can tell you this much. I sure as hell wouldn't take my purse with me.
How long have you been a policeman?
11 hard, painful years.
Is it really hard work?
That's a dumb question. I mean, do you get feelings of deep personal satisfaction?
Yes, I do.
If you spend any time with that one, feelings of deep personal satisfaction are guaranteed with every application of her product.
Mrs. Jorgensen can see you now.
How may I help you?
We'd like to see the will of Ralph Flagg, please.
On what authority?
We're investigating a case.
That case was just adjudicated. It's closed.
Not that case, Mrs. Jorgensen. We're investigating the death of Mrs. Ralph Flagg.
She's dead? How?
Well, it was supposed to look like a suicide.
I'm totally unprepared for this, as you knew I would be. But I'm not about to give you any information about Ralph Flagg's will.
Why not?
The will was excluded from the trial because Mr. Flagg is still alive. That document is privileged.
Well, why don't you finish up here? I'll check with dispatch about our report parameters. Thanks very much.
Mrs. Jorgensen, we believe that Ginger Flagg was murdered. Now, my partner and I think that other people may be in jeopardy.
Oh, Claire. Mrs. Jorgensen would like you to give me a list of all the parties who know the contents of Mr. Flagg's latest will and a copy of his latest will and the will preceding that one.
You know what Mrs. Jorgensen is going to say if she finds out that we have...
Just read the will.
Well, the latest one is dated the day before Flagg was shot. Leaves almost everything to Ginger.
What's the daughter get?
Oh, poor Cynthia still only gets $5 million. You know, that's only 5%.
Barely enough to keep her in designer toothbrushes, huh? Did she know about the will?
Well, looks like the old man signed it. Ginger witnessed it. The lawyers witnessed it. She read it. I don't know. That was the job. That's it.
How was the money split up before that will was made?
The other way around. It was dated 6 years ago. That's when Flagg married Ginger. He put her in the will for 5% and left everything else to Cynthia.
Now, what if Cynthia found out the old man was going to rewrite the will and leave 95% of his $100 million to sweet little Ginger, huh?
Well, Cynthia's not on the list of people who knew he changed it.
But what if she found out about it?
What are you saying? You think Cynthia shot her own father?
You get two murders in one family, you gotta believe one person did both, right?
Wrong. Ginger shoots her husband, somebody else does Ginger.
Two killers now. I can't buy that.
Well, you think little Cynthia picked up Ginger, Mink, and all and tossed her over the balcony?
No, I don't think she killed her father either. I think she had help both times.
Boy, I don't know, Hunter. I think you might be jumping to conclusions here. You don't know she's a murderer. You've already got her convicted. Innocent citizens of this town better be real glad you're not a judge.
You're wrong, McCall. The guilty one should be. I think he had to go see Cynthia.
No, I'm not in the least bit saddened by that slut suicide. See, she was the worst kind of prostitute. The marrying kind.
Where were you at 3:30 that afternoon?
Oh, I see. You think she was murdered. Of course, I'm the prime suspect. Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I was right here at 3:30 that afternoon.
Can anyone corroborate that?
Yeah, about a dozen people. My maid, my hairdresser, my tennis instructor, and a lot of other people who called to tell me how shocked they were that she actually got away with it.
Cynthia, who else would want to kill her?
My father was a tired old man, and she jiggled into his life and took him for everything. She probably has more enemies than my father has friends, and he has hundreds.
If your father dies, where do you stand in his will? Well, it's true, isn't it, that you'll inherit everything now that Ginger's gone?
Look, I answered your questions because I had nothing to do with what happened to Ginger, as you call her. If you want my opinion, she killed herself. Would you please get out of here? playing your stupid games.
You handled that policewoman nicely.
You screwed up good, you know that? For some damn reason, they're sure she didn't kill herself. What happened?
Nothing. It was a work of art. Come on. Remember who you are and what you stand to get. They're just fishing. A week from now, it'll officially be on the books as a suicide.
Don't do that! You got the wrong idea about our relationship, buddy.
A relationship?
Your $300,000 is in a bank in Costa Rica. That's our relationship.
No, sweetheart. I think it's you that's got the wrong idea about our relationship. You see, I'm afraid that you didn't do your homework. I, on the other hand, did my homework. And I know everything there is to know about you. Sad, beautiful, rich girl. Swiss finishing schools. $20,000 a month from Daddy just for being there to spend it? Well, let me tell you about me, huh? Hey. Don't do it. Me. Huh? And not the stories that you hear about on the cocktail circuit. And not the story that I told you, but the real me. Huh? I was born in Trenton, New Jersey, not in Princeton. My daddy took off when I was 12 years old. 4 years later, some kid tried to steal a TV set from me that I'd already stolen, and I beat that kid to death. 4 years, manslaughter in a juvenile detention home. Oh, you. I don't want your $300,000. Don't. Yeah. I want you. I want you. You and your money. And I got both of them. Because you and I have entered into a merger. You know, a partnership which can never be broken.
You're crazy. You're never going to get away with it.
Why not, huh? I already have. It's over and done with. And besides our crimes, and note the choice of words, our crimes, huh? Have created an unbreakable bond between us. Did you think that it was going to be easy getting your hands on $100 million? You just look at it this way. Huh? You got more money than you can ever spend. And you got me. Now that's a bad deal. Only if you make it one. And if you think about it. And give it half a chance. It just may be the best thing that ever happened to you.
McCall's Ace Research Department strikes again. Did you ever try to find a basketball encyclopedia this time of night? Believe me, it's not easy. Okay, your name's going to be Lloyd Hackley.
Never heard of him.
Well, that's what you wanted, right? Kentucky, far enough away, the same age, 1971 NCAA playoffs, NBA 4 years for Portland, 6'5", and here's his stats.
6'6".
No one's going to measure you.
Hunter, McCall.
Captain, Sergeant Bealey wants to know who's
Tell
going
him
to
he's got Markowski and Deacon.
But Deacon goes on vacation next week.
Well, then tell him he's got to the end of the week to wrap it up.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Well, let Reimer handle that. Here you go, 500.
I got a lot of shopping to do here, Captain.
Captain, he's right. The shoes alone would be...
Yeah.
Well, this is great, but how about a car? I don't mean some foreign coffee can either.
Don't say another word, Hunter. Yeah.
Thank you.
We come from two different places, but Damn, we look good together. We command attention. Everybody sits up and notices when we come in. You got it made, Cynthia.
Excuse me?
Huh? What do you want?
My name is Lloyd Hackley, and I was just wondering, you know, I'm trying to get out to play 9 holes, and I have nobody to play with. Perhaps maybe I could join you for it?
No, sorry.
No, we'd love for you to join us. We're just a twosome. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
We know each other, don't we?
I don't believe we've met, but it's possible we've been in a lot of the same places.
Would you care for something to drink? Rob Roy, vodka Gimlet.
Vodka on the rocks, please.
Sir?
Give me a tall soda water with lime and lots of ice.
Anything else?
Glass.
What kind of work do you do, Hackley?
Well, I'm in the insurance business. We insure thoroughbred racehorses.
I'm sure we've met somewhere before. I wonder where.
Well, I played for the Portland Trail Blazers a few years ago. Maybe you saw me play. But then again, you might have saw me on the cover of Sports Illustrated with 4 other guys.
No, I'm not a basketball fan. It was somewhere else.
Who do you think you're kidding, pal?
What do you mean, kidding?
You don't think I know what's going down here?
Why don't you tell me, Mr. Woolsey, what you think is going down here?
You want the bottom line?
Well, that'd be a good place to start.
You're a 2-bit hustler.
Come on, Bradley, you saw my best shot.
I'm not talking golf. The lady's coming into $100 million. You know it. You want a shot at it.
What, $100 million bucks? That's a lot of money.
Try Fort Knox. It's easier and safer.
Oh, wait a minute, Brad. Threatening people's against the law.
The lady happens to be private property. You make a move on her, I gotta protect my interests. You know, deal with you in some appropriate way. And like you said, $100 million is a lot of money. Kind of gives you an idea how I'd be forced to deal with you.
Tell me how you'd be forced to deal with me.
Let's just say that I would junk you. Is that clear enough?
Okay, McCall. Why don't you pick us up at the 16 in about a half hour, huh?
Are you there?
Wave your hand if you can hear me, huh? Gotcha, didn't I?
Miss Flagg, Mr. Wilsey, Mr. Hackley, I'd like you all to come downtown for questioning, please.
What is this?
We're right in the middle of a round of golf. You have to be kidding.
No, we're right in the middle of investigating Ginger Flagg's death.
Ginger Flag? What have I got to do with it? I just met these people.
Fine, we'll figure all of that out downtown. Come on.
What is going on, do you know?
I haven't a clue.
You know, Cynthia, I get the feeling that you and Mr. Woolsey aren't the best of friends. The reason I ask you that is, well, tomorrow I'm going to have lunch by myself, and I was figuring that if you could get away, maybe you could join me. I'm going to give you the phone number of where I'm going to be tomorrow in case you change your mind.
Hunter, there must be 13 lawyers down in Interrogation B. They tell me you got zilch on the heiress and her boyfriend.
Yeah, they kicked him loose a little while ago.
Riley, the DA, wants an expert witness on foreign handguns. Give him a call. Do you ever hear of harassment? How about probable cause?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And what the hell are you doing?
Look, Captain, the old man gets shot. The stepmother gets acquitted. So the daughter hires a real slick hoodlum to kill the stepmother. Now, we don't have any evidence. We don't have a witness. We don't have anything on anybody.
Isn't that what I just said?
Captain, the only way we're going to break this is if we get someone to start mistrusting somebody. Then maybe there'll be a mistake.
Look, you can't drag in someone as prominent, not to mention as rich as Cynthia Flagg, and throw her into some bogus lineup without the most feeble hint of probable cause.
Well, Captain, we have to do something. Otherwise, I hate to put it this way, otherwise she's going to get away with murder.
Look, you two are forgetting something. We don't know she did it. We don't know anybody did it. Hell, we haven't ruled out suicide.
Oh, yeah, you can rule that out. She's a killer, all right.
That's your opinion. You bring me something real. And even if you are right, I want no more low-quality arrests.
Hello, darling.
Get out of my house.
No. Wrong way to act.
You have to leave town. You have to get out of the country. The police are watching
That would only
us.
make them suspicious. We stay warm and close, or we take a fall. Can't you get that through your lovely little head?
All right. Let go of me. All right.
Show me. Show me. Good. So you're frightened, so what? Your fear is the truth between us. And now what you have to do is make the truth work for you.
Lloyd, this is Cynthia.
I need your help. Please meet me at Chez Pierre.
It's a restaurant on Melrose. I'll be there at 12 o'clock sharp.
It's a matter of life and death.
Please don't disappoint me, Lloyd. Bye.
Thank you for coming.
Well, it was me that invited you, remember?
I can't understand why after that horrible scene at the golf course. You must be a gambler, Lloyd.
Oh, yes, I am.
Are you a big player?
Well, I haven't had anybody fall asleep on me.
Are we talking about the same thing?
I'd bet on it. Now, Cynthia, what is the problem I can help you with? It's Bradley, isn't it?
He frightens me, Lloyd. I'm going to be honest with you. Once I thought that Brad was the one for me. He's handsome, smooth, exciting, but he's brutal. See, I told him it was over between the two of us, and he's just forcing himself on me. He won't leave me alone. And there's something about him that, well, that just doesn't seem to fit.
What do you mean?
Maybe he's not what he claims to be. He scares me, Lloyd.
Well, how can I help?
I don't know. Maybe we could wait. Go someplace a little more private when we finish here.
I think I know just the place. Thanks very much.
It's positively primitive paying in cash.
Oh, really? Well, when it's business, I play with the credit card. When it's pleasure, like it is right now, I pay with cash.
Would you mind if I pay of his ladies' room while you're finishing up this transaction?
Not at all.
Cynthia. Emily. Hello. Oh, please don't get up. That's all right.
I'm sorry, Cindy. I couldn't believe that jury verdict. I was there, you know.
I know. Oh, Lord Hackley, this is Emily Easton, a very dear friend of mine.
Hello, Emily.
We've met before, haven't we?
I don't think so. Well, if you're a basketball fan, maybe we have.
No, it was at the trial, wasn't it?
A trial? No, I stay away from courtrooms and doctor's offices. I'm superstitious.
I gotta go. Would you give me a call?
Sure. Okay, bye-bye. I hope she's not running off to the ladies' room, too. I'll be right back.
I think that woman recognized me, but we'll still play it out.
Bradley, you're there. Stop. Just listen to me for a minute. I'm coming home right now. Be there. Yeah, I'll be home very soon. Okay? We'll talk about it when I get home. Goodbye. Could we make it my place instead of yours? I'd like to get out of this dress.
Good thinking.
You realize this is the first time we've been alone together?
Mm-hmm.
Lloyd,
What are you doing here? What's going on?
what are you doing in my house?
What kind of crap is that? Don't you ever pull that kind of crap with me! Butt out!
Stay cool, partner.
What did you say?
I just said stay cool.
Get out, and you won't get hurt.
Lloyd.
Shut up! You! Get out! Me and my girl gotta talk something over.
Look, why can't we just talk about...
No, stop, please. Stop.
All right, Romeo. Come on.
Look, Bradley, I do not want to fight you, okay?
Then get out!
I'm not going to leave until I know she's okay. Are you going to be all right?
I'm all right.
You heard the lady, now get out!
You know, I don't know. Are you sure you're going to be all right?
No, stop. Please.
Now, do you want me to go or do you want me to stay?
I think you should leave.
Are you sure with him? Is he going to be all right?
I'm fine, really. I can handle things. Thanks.
Okay. Nice couple, huh, McCall?
You just made the biggest mistake of your life.
No! Brad, don't touch me!
Gunshots, McCall, move it. Give me my gun. Check the back.
I killed him! He tried to rape me, so I killed him! He tried to hurt me! Call the police, please!
The police are here.
Thank you.
Miss Flagg, I have the car out front. You know, I wish I had one good idea.
Hello. Maybe this will spark our day. Remember that tall legal secretary whose career you almost ruined?
Sergeant Hunter, it's
Claire.
good to see you again.
It is? Well, it's good to see you, too, again.
You wanted to tell us something?
Oh, yes. You remember I gave you that list of people who saw Mr. Flagg's will?
Claire, I'm a little sorry about that. If I got you in trouble, I apologize.
No trouble. My mom just bawled me out, that's all.
Your mom?
Mrs. Jorgensen. She's my mother. We get along great.
What was it that you wanted to tell us?
I realized I'd forgotten to tell you about Cynthia Flagg. I told her about the new will I was typing up. She was always doing little things for me, gifts, theater tickets, you know. I know I shouldn't have told her, but there it is, I did.
Claire, thank you very much. You've been a great help to us.
If there's anything else I can do for you, just anything, please call me.
Yeah, he's got your number.
If there was ever any doubt, it's gone now. I don't know how we can prove it. We don't have anything. How can we nail her?
No, we don't. She got away with it, McCall. We'll live with it.
Ralph, it's me, Harry Montclair. You're in the hospital, and you're doing fine. Just fine. You know what happened to you?
Ginger's birthday. Where is Ginger?
Oh. I see you got the message.
Can we talk to him now?
Maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
Did you call his daughter?
Not yet.
Oh, please don't do that yet.
I have to.
Look, Doc, we've got to talk to him before she does. Now, it's very important to him. As a matter of fact, it's vital.
Why? What are you talking about?
Doctor, you once said that Ralph Flagg was a very healthy, strong man. Do you think he's capable of, well, hearing something that could be very hard to take?
When he insisted on seeing his wife, I had to tell him that she was dead and a possible suicide. He didn't take it well, but he took it. Now, what is it you want to tell him?
That it was his daughter, Cynthia, that hired someone to kill him and his wife.
Are you guessing? Or is this true?
No, this is true.
You can prove it.
No.
Then what do you expect to accomplish? Telling Ralph Flagg something as horrible as that you can't prove?
Look, Doc, this is the only chance we've got. We have no other choice. Would you help us?
Sergeant, I told him who you are, but not why you're here. If I stop you, no more questions, and you leave immediately. Understood? My loyalty is to my patient, not to the police.
What about your loyalty to justice?
Sergeant, you strike me as a man who holds people guilty until they're proven innocent.
Yeah, me and the Bible.
You bought her a new car, a Rolls Royce, right?
Yes.
And you went into the house to tell her about it?
Yes, that's right.
Where was she?
She was out by the pool. I was walking out to get her. She heard me call and waved at me.
Do you have any idea who shot you? Could it have been your wife?
My wife? I was looking at Ginger when whatever it was happened. What are you getting at?
Mr. Flagg, your wife didn't commit suicide. She was murdered by the same man that shot you. And now he's dead. Shot to death by Cynthia.
Cynthia killed a man?
Yes. She admits it. She hired a man to shoot you and then murder your wife.
If what you say is true, why isn't Cynthia under arrest?
Because she got away with it, Mr. Flagg.
The district attorney won't put her on trial. He can't. The man she hired was the only weak spot we had, and now he's dead and gone.
If that's the legal situation, so be it. Mr. Flagg has no power to change it.
Well, the law says she got away with it, Doc, with Mr. Flagg here. He's got the power to change that.
What's this all about?
Your father was examined by 3 court-appointed psychiatrists who declared him of sound mind and witnessed this document. It's a will. It declares that if you contest its provisions, you forfeit its benefits.
What are its benefits?
You inherit the entire estate.
There is, though, according to Mrs. Jorgensen, a proviso, Cynthia. You will get all the money when and if the party or parties responsible for the death of Ginger Flagg and the attempted murder of Ralph Flagg are convicted.
All you gotta do is confess, Cynthia, and the money's yours.
That's insane. Illegal and insane.
Read the will, Cynthia. It's simple, clear, and uncontestable.
Your father's lying in a hospital paralyzed thanks to you, and he's probably going to die. Now, you helped us solve these crimes. The estate's all yours.
That's what they call a catch-22, Cynthia. Meanwhile, you're underprivileged and unemployed.
Your father has cut off your allowance as of today. Unless you have any questions, I'm due in court.
You thought you had the system beat, didn't you?
May I speak to Ralph Flagg, please, in room 208? This is his daughter, Cynthia, calling. What? Did you tell him that it's his daughter calling?
I don't know if it's exhaustion or simply a lack of time, but I am grasping out at late night straws to try to stay connected to you. I am hoping this is temporary, just a weekend moment in my life, because the